Pact's fleets are still vast and mighty. Cullen was a mere fool. Arcadius isn't. Pact will be back. I mean, she's not wrong, but that battle was insane. Everyone definitely needs the rest. Ava, out of all the people on board this ship, you need a break the most. When was the last time you did something fun? Fun? Yes, fun. You know what fun is, I trust. But the paperwork can wait. Buy yourself a swimsuit. Get some drinks. Make some mistakes. That's an order. Absolutely unbelievable. I know. How dare we order you to take a vacation? What could we possibly have been thinking? Must be strange to be on a mixed-sex ship. What do you mean? And in Alliance, all ships are single-sexed, so I came from a ship where my subordinates and superior officers were all female. I never knew the Alliance did things that way. Which measures were adopted to enforce discipline? And does it? Anyway, I can't believe all this stuff's in one station. Lydia is one of the biggest resort space stations in Alliance space. Wait, this is on a space station. A space station. I thought they were on an actual planet. My God. Ideal place for a vacation indeed. Another one of the Alliance's cutting-edge technologies. The commander's been gone for a long time. Suppose she finally cracked? She's hiding inside a cove somewhere, pretending to give orders to a bunch of hermit crabs. Ahem. We're back with more food. Is that babe with you, Captain? Deeper down the rankings, Chigara goes. And all hands attention. Captain wishes to see us rested up for the battles to come. Even Ava. Oh man. She can't stop being serious even on vacation. Oh my God. Well, this is my desire to run a tight ship, and exceptions must be made. Let's crack open this bottle already and get this over with. Well, that took care of the food. Now I wonder who I should talk with. Well, definitely Ava. She is our bestie, after all. Captain, you've made use of our booze. Does it taste? Who's been calling these Vanguard shots? Can melt through the armor of a cruiser, they say. Cruiser, eh? Well, let me be the judge of that. And she pours us a shot and we swig it down. As powerful as advertised? Normally I'd say it tastes like the Sunrider's coolant, but being on the beach makes everything better. We shouldn't be here. We should be out there fighting the war. Having a well-rested crew will be much more useful to the war effort than us patrolling Alliance space for a few extra days. You've grown since those days. Became a leader. Well, I learned from the best, namely you. No. I'm afraid I was never cut out to be captain. I haven't changed as much as you have. Remember those days? All the members of the student council left me, one by one. On day one, we had over a dozen members. But week by week, people disappeared. People who were enthusiastic and had ideas when they first joined. I never had much capacity to inspire others, I'm afraid. I still stayed. Yes, you did. Ava poured another shot and killed it. She's a tough woman. Is that girl you used to have a crush on back in those days, too? Eh? It's the only thing you talked about our second year. I have no idea who you could have been referring to. Alice, what's she? Or Hannah? The one with the golden hair? Oh, Hannah? Right. Hannah. How'd that end up after I left? I don't want to talk about it. Girl who broke the mighty Captain Shields' heart. And who dropped a big old packed Venkazar like it was easy. Flustered over an adolescent romance. I'm almost ashamed to look at you. And we down another. You always did have a weak spot for cute little things. And I'm not just referring to the puppies you have set as your desktop background. Puppies as our desktop background? Ah, a man with tastes, I see. I'll go chat with the rest of the girls. I'm going to the bathroom. Now who? I guess a Saga. I'm avoiding Claude as much as I possibly can. Because Claude. How's it going, Captain? Nice to be out here for a change. Never knew stuff like this even existed. And I definitely should have left Ryuvia earlier if I knew all the stuff the rest of the galaxy had. Being cooped up in the Star Palace was so boring. Nothing but dry lessons and old geezers. How'd you learn to pilot like that anyways? I snuck in some time with the simulator at Chigara's lab. I guess I was good at that sort of thing from the start. I read a long time ago all Ryuvian girls had to learn how to pilot. The greatest pilot in the Empire was called the Shar. Kind of a mix between the word princess and destiny. In other words, it was the fate of all Ryuvian girls to become fierce warriors who defended the Empire. I remember reading something about that too. The practice was so long-lived that most Rider pilots in the former Ryuvian territories are still female. In fact, we have a resident expert who could tell us much more about this. Hey there, Sola. Is as a saga speaks. My time, the princes sought to wed only the most deadly and graceful Shar. Dream of every girl to master the art and wed the most well-bred prince. I believe the Shar's genes were consummated into the royal line. And of course, more genetic augmentation. Because why not? Imagine the Ryuvian bloodline still carries some of the genes of the Shar, even millennia after my time. Further, I believe some of the engineered genes may have passed through the ages. It's no coincidence that Saga is our best pilot. All this stuff was just boring text in the books the masters would force me to read. I never thought any of it mattered. Our riders were obsolete. We had no space fleets. Anyway, that's enough boring stuff. We're on the beach. Let's have fun. Oh, by the way, do you have a girlfriend, Captain? Well, that was a bit out of left field. But no, I don't. Are you sure? Positive, I'm afraid. I see. I wonder why not. War has hardened his heart. That's one way to put it. Haven't really had time for romantic entanglements yet. My girlfriend would help you relax. Need someone to love in war, Captain. Let's seek affection in times of peril. Why does it feel like I'm being ganged up on? I can't say I have much time to consider things like that between keeping all of you safe. Our responsibility to you all, protecting all of you, is much more important than thinking of myself. That's the kind of answer I was expecting. You never disappoint, Captain. Now who? Guess that doesn't count as talking to Sola, apparently. Bit of Chigara. Captain, setting up the grill? Yes, working with my hands always was my thing. I haven't used a real grill in ages. I can't wait to try it out. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Are you working on anything else interesting, Chigara? Yes, I am. Fortunately, I haven't been able to set up my bakery on board the Sunrider yet. To make up for the lack of necessary supplies, I've been working on inventing a fully operational food replicator. Still in the experimental stages, but just the other day I did manage to replicate a gelatinous cube which had the unmistakable taste of pain du chocolat. So, chocolate. That's good. It's a huge breakthrough in replication technology. No one's been able to replicate edible food in centuries. If the technology could be mastered, I could open an entire chain of bakeries throughout the galaxy. We even provide my pastries straight to any home kitchen. That's always been your dream, huh? Yes, Captain. You're an awful far away from being a bakery girl right now, though. Yes. Even if I could do so many other things, I've always wanted to open a bakery. Well, everyone's got to have a dream, I suppose. I guess I prefer a quiet and peaceful life over galactic heroics, Captain. I've always imagined that I'd set up shop in a quaint little neighborhood. All the kids would run to it during lunchtime for the pastries. In the afternoon, neighborhood ladies would come by to buy pastries for their families, and I'd be at the counter all day, smiling and waiting for the next customer. That's oddly specific, actually. Oddly specific. We'll live up above the store on the second floor, and we'll even have little children running around to carry on the business. Again, very specific. Very specific. Please ignore that last bit, Captain. If you say so. Really. Captain, please forget what I just said. It was such a nice story. No, it's just lost too deep in my fantasy. Not that it was a fantasy, I mean... We pat her on the head. Don't worry, Chigara, I know. I'll just go back to work now. Should help Ava out with the food. Hey. Shields arranged the meat on the grill while Ava skewered vegetables. Now, doing this makes me feel almost at home. I imagine this on the beach at Syrah. I remember when Moray was still young and the whole family would go to the beach together. Should have gone to the beach one last time before I left. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Then please do not get overly sentimental. I do not wish to have to blame the onions if you are seen by the crew crying. So what made you change your mind, Captain? It's a rare sight to see you more than an arm's length from a stack of documents, much less dressed up like that. I fulfill your orders to the letter. Uh-huh. And that's the only reason. That's a little break every now and then isn't so bad. I don't remember ever going to the beach with my family. I'm afraid such frivolities are lost in my family. Not even once. I find that hard to believe. I do not recall. We went together one summer when you were 16. No, please, look at the time for that when I was 16. Even back then you brought paperwork with you and tried to do it on the beach. Not that you were successful. You're making this up. Actually, it was a student council team building trip. I remember only because I was the one who organized it. As this one chick in the team who just wouldn't shut up. You'd be texting with one hand without even looking at the screen, and yapping about something totally different at the same time. I never figured out how she did that. reminds me of a certain someone. There's another girl who seriously must have worn the same hair ribbon every day. I swear, couldn't she at least change the color? Every day, that same damned red ribbon. I remember I had to sit behind her for a month and I couldn't see anything else except the red ribbon. Is Kayto talking about his not girlfriend in front of someone who is definitely interested in him? This will go over well. Kazumi. One of your crushes. You must have liked staring at that red ribbon all day instead of learning galactic history. Only you would remember a detail like that, Captain. Really takes me back, though. And just drops the vegetables. What's wrong? The onions are strong. I should never have put my hands to my face. What? How strong could they be? Go over and pick up an onion to see for ourselves. Oh, damn. I'm suddenly getting flashbacks to when they shot us with nerval gas during training. Permission to be excused? Ugh, granted, and get me a pack of ice for my eyes while you're at it. Saga let the sea breeze waft through her hair. They can even simulate the wind. And she caught a glimpse of us. And is staring, of course. Captain Chigara. Oh, get lost, Claude. We don't want to see you. Urk. Hey, Claude? Guess what? What? It's your perfect opportunity to tell the captain how you feel about him. Yeah, Claude, that's supposed to be a secret. No, maybe this hot weather's getting to him and he'll want to blow off some steam with you. No way, no way. I'm not going to. Oh, really? That's alright if I take him all for myself. Honestly, if Claude was to try that again, then I think her getting punched would not be an unheard of outcome. No! You better make your move quickly then. Seriously, you two are acting like two junior high girls. Not a big deal, just tell him how you feel, Chigara. And then, what if he doesn't like me? It's not like it's the end of the world. Then you just move on. I'm not sure if I could. You're hopeless. Hey, hero girl, help me talk some sense into your friend here. Me? Yes, you. Tell her that keeping her feelings to herself won't accomplish an iota of good. You've been through hell and back, Chigara. Come on, compared to what you've been through, what's there to be scared about? Who knows? Tomorrow, one stray quantum torpedo could end it all. And the captain would have never known there was a girl named Chigara who liked him. Are you gonna let that happen? I hate shit like this. Come on, hero. Give me some backup. Yeah, Chigara, you can do this. You've always... Remember how you're always repairing me when I get busted up in battle? If my hide more than I can count. Basically what I'm saying is, you're my friend, the best one I ever had. Can do this, Chigara? I believe in you. Remember, I can always snatch the captain away. No, I've already touched his thing. We don't talk about that, Claude. That is taboo. I must say, it was quite impressive. Can't breathe. Going, you idiot. You broke Chigara. We need to put her back together. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give the captain a... Claude was cut off through swift application of Ikari's kick. good. I don't think anyone but Claude on board this ship likes Claude anyways. Let's have to lure the commander away from him. Boob rockets, you're with me. We're going to plan our diversionary tactics together. Boob rockets. I should seriously consider calling Claude that from now on. It's done, we'll all go celebrate. I marched away with Claude in tow. Yeah, oh dear, oh dear. Pick up some meat on the grill and put it on her plate. Go, a hearty piece for our chief. Goodbye. What's gotten into her? I give Shields a loud slap on the back with a beat.